Hey, how's it going, guys? All right, so I hope you had an awesome weekend. Bitcoin's now forming a descending triangle that we can prepare for a large move with. Um, but yeah, we'll dive into that very shortly. I'll show you what I see in the charts. First, I'm going to just flex the community profits really quick. Talon the Sculptor, 54% gain with 50x leverage. Talon the Sculptor again, 26% gain with 50x leverage. And Denost, 5% gain with 5x leverage. And Vixer 6996 practicing with low leverage, 1x leverage with a 0.6% gain. Awesome job, man. I always recommend practicing with lower leverage and with a small amount of funds. So it's a great job that you're starting to build that practice with futures. All right, so let's jump into the charts. I'll show you guys what I see on my side, and we'll prepare for the best and the worst of Bitcoin. All right, cool, guys. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to check out the 1 hour chart for the DXY because it's not looking too hot for Bitcoin right now. So we broke out of this ascending channel and we're starting to build support off the recent high right here at very high historical levels. Like the last time we were here was around June 2002. So yeah, it's pretty rough with around. Let's see if we just pull up the daily chart really quick. I want to see. We're getting close to the technical target of this double bottom that we were looking at for a while. And it's around 116. What's the technical target? If I just put this back on the trend line there. They're at 115.68. So we're almost there to this technical target. I'm actually just surprised that we just kept going up and up and up this way. But it only can do this for so long. The Feds, they're keep increasing the they're keep increasing the rates, and every time they do a rate hike, it causes a bullish momentum for the DXY. But they only can do that for so long because as they keep increasing the rates, they're actually reducing the amount of taxable income that they can collect. So I'm not 100% sure how long they're going to be able to keep this up for without actually hurting themselves by doing so. So I guess we'll find out on September 20th when they increase or stop the rate hike. But based on their narrative, I think that they're going to increase the rates again by 50 basis or 75 basis points. But they only can do it so much without absolutely butchering the market. Anyways, but yeah, that's one thing we got to look out for the DXY. It's still combating this uptrending levels of resistance right now. It was support, flipping as resistance. So I'm hoping that's enough to actually start reducing some of the pressure from this pump and start bringing it down again. And if it comes down, then it'll be bullish for Bitcoin in the short term. So yeah, going back to the Bitcoin chart. All right, I'm going to pull this out here. So this is the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. So a confirmation of a breakout would be based off of the print of a 4-hour candle using this chart. We don't have very much time left inside of it, but volatility is going to die slow more and more and more throughout this period. So I would say about maximum of 2 days, 16 hours. I don't see it reaching right to the end. It never usually does. But this is the formation that I'm looking at. If we break to the downside, guys, it's going to be terrifying for Bitcoin, especially if we get our first weekly close below 19,400. It could give us enough momentum for us to go down to $14,000 for Bitcoin's price action, with a little bit of support around, this low here around 18,500. It's not going to be that much support. There's going to be a lot of volatility. So if you decide to enter a short position for Bitcoin, please wait until you start seeing a confirmation rejection off of this trend line here. If you try entering short positions down like lower than this and you're late, then you're going to get melted from the volatility. So just please be careful. And if you do decide to enter a short for Bitcoin, wait until, like longer term shorts. Wait until this acts as resistance. And if you didn't get in for a short position off of this formation's breakdown, then you shouldn't be in at all, in my opinion. Breaking to the upside, however, like we would basically go right back to our recent bear flags resistance. We got this uptrending level of support here that may flip and turn into resistance as well. This dotted line right here. I'm going to go to my primary chart. That's my range chart. Here's my primary chart. So today, yeah, I entered a trade with the community on the trade hunting calls that we have every Monday. It was pretty easy trade. So we got the breakout here, but we wanted to wait until we had this little formation that was being built. The order books was showing pressure, and when the order books show pressure, that means a micro formation could be built. And once we saw that micro formation built, we entered off of the breakout during this candle here. And this was the technical target right here, this green line. It surpassed our target, and I closed about 75% of the position so far. If this falling wedge ends up breaking to the upside, then I'll add to that winning position and ride it to this downtrending level of resistance for the same formation that we were looking at here. This downtrending level of resistance is the same resistance that you're seeing right here on this chart. So if we break to the upside, the technical target is the top of this formation right here in the lower time frames. We're in the 5-minute time frame right now. And the risk to reward ratio is defined based off of where you put your stop loss. If we entered a long position, let's say we entered around here. We put it right below the swing low, depending on what the price action looks like when you do a breakout. And it's a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio, so it's something that I would definitely enter. And you can decide, you know, what I'm trying to do with this position. If we end up breaking to the upside, I'll add to the winning position. It will reduce my average to a worser location, but it'll give me a good spot to stay at for the price action for when it comes up here. If we end up coming back up here and using this as support, I have this early entry from here and here to ride it as much as I possibly can without having to trade this breakout. I could just double down on the trade when we get support here, and I would have a really good average to prepare myself for a good pump to the upside. So that's the way I'm looking at this, you know, these possibilities and how I'm going to react off of it. If you're part of the community, I'll let you know, of course, if I've entered or not. This might not happen by tomorrow. We'll see what happens. The break to the upside, I mean. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The volatility is going to start to die again in about 5 hours. So that's everything I got for Bitcoin. If I go over to Ethereum's chart right here, we can see that this morning we broke out of this ascending triangle. We got the confirmation here, and we've got the confluence with Bitcoin's price action, and we already hit its technical target. So there's no opportunities right now for Ethereum if you weren't able to enter off of that. Right now, it does look like it's building a head and shoulders, and this head and shoulders will be enough momentum to bring it down to this upturning level of support. If you're trying to ride out this long position, yeah, it's going to bring us right to this upturning level of support. If we lose this upturning level of support, then you should definitely consider exiting your trade, because it'll pretty much bring us almost to where we started. So yeah, if you track this formation here, and if it breaks to the downside, then maybe you'll exit a little bit sooner, so you don't have to sacrifice these gains of about 0.5%. If you're using leverage, then it'll multiply the loss too. So yeah, just use this head and shoulders as potential conduit to tell you when to exit your long position a little bit sooner with Ethereum. Let's see, what else we got? Let's check out Solana. Solana's looks like it has an inverse head and shoulders. So yeah, we could have a breakout soon for Solana. So that's something we can look out for. We just need price action to come up, use it as support. Technical target would be around $32.64. So yeah, this is something I'll definitely enter. So I'm going to set a price alarm for this. Actually, I'm going to set a price alarm for a little bit above the here. Dotted line. And set an alert. All right. And that's a potential gain of, yeah, 2%. That's pretty good. The risk to reward ratio is going to be really good too, because you'd use the right shoulder as your location for your stop loss. So if we enter a long position around here, this is where your stop loss would naturally be, unless we came up, got a confirmation bounce. Then you can put it right below the confirmation bounce if you're a confirmation trader. But if you're a breakout trader, this is where you initially would want to put your stop loss. And the take profit would be right here. We're getting a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So this is definitely worth it. I'm going to try to close this call now. I mean, this video now, so you guys can see this video on time for Solana. I hope you have yourself an amazing day. I do want to announce the winner of the strategy course. It is Bananaram. So appreciate you for subscribing and commenting on the videos, Bananaram. Just message me on Discord. There's a link down below into the Discord, so you can reach out to me and I can show you how you can claim your free strategy course. All right, guys, have yourself an amazing day, and I appreciate you watching.